Welcome to CHF 2106. I'm your teacher, Mike Mainland. I really hope you're going to enjoy this class. I think developmental psychology is a super important topic in these trying times, and specifically and in general, it's an important aspect of your training in psychology. I want to take this opportunity before I start actually hitting you with some content to just kind of go over a couple things related to some questions I've been getting, and with people just, really politely and nicely, but just asking about a little bit about additional information for structure. So what I wanted to say is, first of all, welcome to the class, and you'll get to know me better throughout these videos. And I plan to, my teaching style is very much kind of like traditional lecturing, where my goal is I'm going to be making kind of long lecture presentations for every week. I don't know if all your teachers are doing that, or if I don't know how other teachers at Nipissing are doing anything, to be honest, because my full-time job is teaching at Conestoga College, similar topics. But this is my fourth topic or fourth course I've taught at Nipissing, so I know the system and I'm good to go. So how I'm going to do this, one thing though that I must have made a mistake, is I've been getting a bunch of messages that the bookstore is like unaware of the textbook we're using, which is not ideal. But what I'm going to do is I'll give the link below or in the email I'm going to send with this video link. That will be a link to the publisher's website if you wanted to get the ebook version. Now, this textbook is here's my little push for the textbook. Okay, first of all, I don't know if Nipissing wants me recommending you just go straight to the publisher, but since we're talking about a digital copy anyways, that'd be the way to do it. You could also probably get a hard copy that way, but some people mentioned that they had looked into it and it's going to be like 6 weeks. Okay, so I'm going to kind of address all of this, which obviously is a problem, right? So the other thing I wanted to say, though, is it's important to keep in mind, if you're planning on taking with me CHSF 2106 and the companion course 2107 in the winter, sorry, this chair is squeaky, but in the winter, then it's the same book for both classes. So that's one advantage. Now, I'm the type of teacher that I try to make this deal with the students. If you would listen, so I'm going to be making these videos. If you pay attention to these videos and take good notes and like really focus on those, the textbook is kind of a supplemental resource. It is listed as a required textbook just because this course is kind of based on the textbook. But I've been teaching this developmental psych for like 15 years. This is core content. And if you really just kind of come to what am I trying to say? There's not going to be anything on the tests that's not in the lectures. Am I being blunt enough? Make your own choice about the textbook, but I would say the pro for it is that it is a good quality book. I got an updated, recent, relevant, kind of respected within the field, new developmental psychology textbook for us. That is what my lectures are going to be trying to kind of pull out the core of it. But again, I know I've also had university profs myself in the past that basically just read the textbook. I'm not trying to take that approach at all, but okay, so if I've done enough on textbooks, I'll provide a link, and I'll also say that, as a student, if money's a bit tight, you can definitely survive the course without, if you really commit, though, to digging into the lecture content I provide. To me, the most important thing is your engagement with the lectures. That's what you're going to be quizzed on or tested on or whatever. And then your assignments are going to be kind of applying those ideas, right? So this kind of leads me into, I'm going to skip PowerPoints for a sec, come to that point around tests and using Respondus. I know that I think some of you have had experience with it because a lot of things have been online lately. I know some people aren't huge fans of the Respondus. As a remote teacher teaching I live in Kitchener, since there's no supervision abilities for tests, like I kind of have to use it. It's kind of the go-to for multiple choice, and also so that you're not just writing paper. I kind of have this course set up so that there's 5 quizzes, which sounds like a lot, but what I tried to do is, my idea is you basically watch the lecture on that week. So each quiz is aimed at one of the chapter presentations. So you watch the presentation I make, you take your notes, you go back over your notes, study for a bit, and then do the quiz. These aren't huge tests, right? Because then my idea is that, as you're going through, you're knocking off those quizzes. We have our 2 digital workshops. I call them basically assignments where I am going to give you, last year they were really cool. I'll give you options to either do written responses, or if you wanted to do like kind of a more podcast or video style or something artistic, you can do that too. We're going to do the Giants of Psychology and the Philosophies of Mind projects, but I'll talk more about that later. How to connect with me? The best way is just with my Mike, ma@nipsingu.ca email. But then also, if anyone needs to talk about anything more significant, I can Zoom with you. I already mentioned this, but I coordinate the Human Services Foundation's program at Conestoga College, and I teach psychology, teach a little bit of digital literacy, computer kind of stuff, and also social issues and student success skills and stuff like that. But my real passion has always been kind of biological, developmental, and evolutionary psychology. And the cognitive psychology to me is really interesting too. And it's fascinating, especially because I'm at a point in my life, my daughter just turned 5. It's actually her birthday today, to being 5. And she went back to, started senior kindergarten today. And I had my second daughter about a month ago. So you'll be seeing pictures and stuff in the course. So I have my older one's Evelyn and my younger one's Charlotte, and my wife's name's Julie. That's basically me. I'm a teacher from Kitchener that's doing this class, but I really, I enjoy doing this. It's kind of different than my day job. My day job is making more, it's all live. Like at Conestoga, we're doing all our classes live. So I'm teaching like 12 hours a week of live instruction and then doing this class. So it's a kind of, and then this is like this pre-recorded content where I'm going to try to base, I'm going to try to make the videos as watchable as I can, right? I'll try to make it interesting. I'll try to keep my energy good. I think I'm starting to get decent with the tech. Last year I was more rough, trial by fire. I've kind of learned how to do a lot of this stuff, but welcome to the course. I've been rambling my face off. Yeah, I'm really that's kind of my style, is like other teachers are better at other things. I think my strength has been just trying to talk about the last point, why developmental psychology matters in 2021. Why the raising of kids and how we approach things like their socialization matters in a world that's isolated and locked down. There's my teaser. All right, see you in class. And again, so basically quick review. The textbook, you can survive without it. It's a good resource though, okay? So I'm not trying to talk down on it. And I just recognize the situation that for both time reasons and practicality reasons, I need you to know that I'm not going to be grilling you on material from the textbook. To me, the primary focus in this class is the PowerPoint lectures. I don't know why I put PowerPoint and lectures, but I'm going to basically do what I would consider a traditional lecture recorded into Zoom, or actually I'm going to record straight into PowerPoint, which is interesting if you didn't know that you can actually make good quality videos right in PowerPoint. The digital workshops, I sort of touched on Giants of Psychology and Philosophies of Mind. Those are going to be more creative assignments. But if you're more nervous, or not nervous, but I mean, if you're more nervous about making like a video or audio, you can approach those as traditional written assignments. I'll talk about that later. All right, it's like, okay, this is my intro video. I'm like all of a sudden just talking your ear off. Intro lecture coming this week. Okay, I think my idea is that I'll try to get like my stuff for the week out at the end of each week. Cheers. Welcome to the course. I can't wait to hear any feedback. Oh, if you've never taken a class from me, and I don't know why I said that because none of you have, I would love if people, even if you just wrote me an email titled like intro or something like that and just said like, hey, this is who I am. I'm at this stage of my school. When you don't, I don't mean this formal, I'm just freestyling. But if you were like, I live in wherever, I don't know, something about yourself, and just the big question I would like to hear, just a sentence even, is what about psychology sparks your interest? And yeah, then I can integrate that in. All right. Cheers and take care. And I look forward to this time we're going to spend together.